So what the hell is going on with Spider-Man? Now, in full disclosure, I have not actually bought a Spider-Man comic book since One More Day because I think to me that ruined the character. And I know they tried to retcon it and it didn't do any better. It was bad. All this to get MJ separated. So, I I borrowed a buddy's copies of the latest issues of Spider-Man. He said, "You got to read this shit." I was like, "Okay, let me take a look." And it's wow. It's just so bad. So let me get to the main point of the story is Peter um I'm trying to even think how to explain it. Peter and MJ go into an alternate dimension, keeping in mind that they've been hinting that they're going to get back together for a while now. And apparently the new team doesn't want that. So they're going to make sure nobody can do that again. That and maybe I shouldn't have said that beforehand because, well, you'll see what I mean. So they're in another dimension. Peter makes a device that can transport one of them to back to regular Earth. It was supposed to be MJ, and Peter goes, and then he doesn't ask for help. He just takes what he wants from the Fantastic Four, which is okay. Why are you? Why didn't you just? Yeah. Hey, I need help saving innocent people in another dimension. Help me. Okay, then. That's what the Fantastic Four do. In fact, isn't Reed Richards kind of an expert on this? But no, we just put webs in his eyes. Okay. And then he goes back, and guess what? A few days in, our world is years in that world. MJ is with this other dude, and they have kids. They got together while Pete was gone. How bad can you actually make a story? Oh my god. This is this makes the Clone Saga look brilliant. And by the way, speaking of the Clone Saga, in case you didn't know this, Ben Riley came back, apparently had a good series on his own, and then they made him into evil Ben Riley for no reason. This is why I freaking can't stand modern comic books. Now, I read some other issues of Spider Man in the course of this, and one thing I really noticed is apparently Peter has sort of become Daredevil now. Because as much as we like to think old school Spider Man was about his personal life did play a part in the stories, but it was never overwhelming to the point of it is in the past few years. And honestly, it really reads like Daredevil. And that's fine, except for one thing. Spider Man is not Daredevil. Spider Man is Spider Man. Daredevil is Daredevil. Why are these characters acting out of character? Daredevil needs to act like Daredevil. Spider Man needs to act like Spider Man. And then the two meet, and you see their similarities and their differences, and then it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. But this craziness that I've just read is almost trying to be like Daredevil, and that doesn't work for Spider Man. I not a fan, not a fan at all. And part of me almost regrets reading this because it's like, even though I was warned walking in, this is terrible. This is terrible, horrible. Keep that in mind when you walk into it. It's bad. It's really bad. And it was actually worse than I imagined. If you want to dare to read it, you go to your local comic shop and get ready to just puke. I didn't actually puke, but God, I mean, let me write the damn book for a couple of months. I mean, I can't do any worse. Jesus. It's Spider-Man, for crying out loud. It's not hard. And, the other thing, I mean, even deeper than this stupid storyline, the other thing I didn't hate was Peter begging for his life several times over. Wait, what? That's not Peter. He'd just keep fighting. That's the way I remember Spider-Man. He would keep fighting. He'd be trying to figure out a way to win, or at least survive. Not begging. Yeah, I mean, why have our characters act any way besides what someone else wants them to act like? Okay, so that's my rant about comics for the day. Stay tuned for when the Fall of X wraps up, and yeah, we'll see how that stink burger goes. Okay, thank you for listening to me on Infinite Realms. Don't forget to like and subscribe.